My name is Tony Busby. I'm a lawyer here in Houston. I'm licensed in Texas and in New York. And I'll introduce other members of our team as they speak. As many of you know, our law firm has been at the forefront of some of the most important litigation in the United States.
Here we go, y'all.
We like the tough cases. We thrive in the complicated cases.
Wow.
We've handled over the last 25 years some very big and very important cases.
I can imagine.
I believe that this one may surpass them all.
It sure is.
There are many facets to this. The conduct we will describe today occurred over more than 20 years. There are many people and many entities involved.
That's a damn shame.
And we're going to follow this evidence wherever it takes us. We will find the silent accomplices.
Get them
We will
all.
expose the enablers
Get them
who
all.
enabled this conduct behind closed doors.
Get them all.
We will pursue this matter no matter who the evidence implicates.
Oh, shit.
These brave victims who have stepped forward deserve nothing less.
This is for entertainment purposes, TikTok. Entertainment
The
purposes
biggest
only.
secret in the entertainment industry that really wasn't a secret at all has finally been revealed to the world. The wall of silence has now been broken.
The world's a Jericho.
And victims
The
are
world's
coming
a Jericho.
forward.
Done came down.
Our team has had at this point more than 3,285 individuals contact us
God damn.
with people claiming to have been victimized by Sean Combs.
There's some sex.
After
demons, right?
vetting, we now represent 120 individuals who intend to bring civil claims in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs, as well as claims against many other individuals and entities that we will name as defendants as we file these individual cases.
This is crazy. These people are sick.
And you should know, to the extent the clients feel comfortable, we also intend to make these individuals available to the authorities, specifically to the FBI.
That's right. Get them all.
And you should also know a few of them have already been spoken to by the FBI.
Goddamn Pokemon.
Now, before we
Gotta
discuss
touch
the
them
nature
all.
of the claims and claimants themselves, let me comment on the large volume of calls we have received since our first announcement.
Gotta cut
Even
them
before
all.
the indictment of Sean Combs, we had received a small volume of calls and had screened a handful of cases.
Wow.
After the indictment of Sean Combs and the announcement that we were pursuing these claims, the floodgates opened. People who wouldn't otherwise, for a variety of reasons, are now stepping forward to make their voices heard and to pursue justice.
That man is an agent of the
But
devil.
no, most of these people are scared. They fear
Terrified. Look
backlash
how
in their
he be
communities.
moving. Talking about take
They
that,
fear
take that.
backlash in their own families. They are afraid of retaliation from the perpetrators and their associates.
And his people. And his
They are
people.
rightly afraid for their own personal safety. I expect that through this process, many powerful people will be exposed.
And
Many dirty secrets will be revealed.
That's the get you gotcha.
We know what we are potentially up against. And as is always the case in situations like this, when a celebrity is involved, people can be downright mean and nasty.
And disgusting.
You would be shocked at the length fans will go, no matter the evidence, to the contrary, to defend celebrities they love. I mean, there's
And you know, that's the sickest and saddest part. Because you do have people out here and they know that these people have done things that are wicked because they so addicted to how they connected to these people via the music or how they made them feel in their favorite movie. That is not who these people are not who you think they are. You are looking at a character. Yes, a real person, but there's a character that they are playing. Okay, there is a role that they are playing. If you meet these people in person, you better stop this fandom, this crazy fandom, standom, all of this other stuff, and thinking these people are who they claiming to be, and the lyrics that you heard from their songs. These guys be making these songs, for example. And they'll sit up there and talk about how they love women, this and that, would do this for you, and I would do and baby this and all of that, and be done got you somewhere and knock you upside your head and drag you in the damn room and you come out and you'll have your own story of essay. Child, these people are not who they portray themselves to be. You better be careful out there and stop idolizing. That is a sin. to idolize. Okay, you idolizing these people. You do not even know them. They be the nastiest, sickest individuals on the face of this freaking earth, just because they have money and they have teams behind them to put them to the forefront in front of your face to make them look all glammed up, all of this and this and that, and they be a piece of shit. For facts, you know what I'm saying? Because child, they be depraved. They are really, really depraved. But let the guy continue, y'all.
The reason for this word fans. They're fanatics. I've personally already been threatened multiple times on social media.
I could believe it.
And when I agreed to pursue this, I expected as much. This isn't my first rodeo.
I know that's right.
But victims who step forward to have their voices heard should not be subjected to that kind of conduct.
And they should not at all.
They should not be targeted. I want to say this, and I want to be clear about it. Although we are vetting each call as stringently as we can, I always start with a mindset that I believe victims. I believe victims because I understand the tremendous courage it takes to step forward. So if you're watching this, please hear me. If you're out there and you have been victimized,
and you need help,
you are not alone.
That's right.
There is a great strength in numbers. You can seek redress. You can obtain justice.
And God is with you.
We can help you, and we will help you. That being said, as stated, we are vetting every call that we receive. We've had to turn away some.
Yeah.
For each, we ask for corroboration. For each, we ask for the identity of witnesses.
That's right.
We also have collected pictures, videos,
Ooh-wee.
texts.
Oh.
We check venues. We check dates.
Oh.
We want to corroborate that the claims being made have legitimacy and merit.
Oh, my God.
We have on staff now a former detective from the Major Offenders Unit of Houston Police Department who is helping us vet each claim.
That's good.
We're using our common sense. We're being stringent because, as I said, these are not easy cases. They're very tough. The process is hard, and in some cases, the process is very lengthy.
Oh, yeah, it is.
These cases are hard to prove.
Yeah.
Many times it's the victim's word against the alleged perpetrator. Each of these victims will no doubt be publicly attacked by the alleged perpetrators, and in some cases, the general public. The feckless and cowardly keyboard warriors love to attack.
Oh!
We know what we're up against. We did not enter.
Did this man just said the keyboard warriors? Okay, I am a warrior. Oh, shit. This man ain't no joke. Whoever he going after, we know who he going after, but whoever, y'all better know, he about to give you the business, okay?
Enter this fray.
No, Diddy.
Blindly. I wish it was my last such fray. I wish this type of behavior wasn't so pervasive.
That's right.
But it is what it is.
It is.
So we will press on.
Listen to him. Listen at him.
As I said, our law firms have been retained by 120 individuals at this point
Oh,
to
my
pursue
God.
cases in civil court against Sean Diddy Combs. You should know, in this group, it is evenly divided between
Honey, and I heard that who knows, allegedly, they giving him extra showers and now they starting to give him special treatment. Well, see, I can't even say, go ahead and give him that special treatment. Some of y'all meet him in the shower because he's going to love it. He probably be dancing around talking about take that, stove, that child. Oh, I can't.
males and females. There are 60 males and 60 females who have joined us to pursue these claims as plaintiffs. In this group, 62% identify as African American, 30% are white, and the remainder are Hispanic or Asian.
Child, when they bring those in, that's it, child.
The victims are from more than 25 states. The majority are from California, New York, Georgia, and Florida. I don't want to focus on the age.
The crazy part is those key states, right? Are the states where like they're how do I say it? I don't know if they're less lenient, but they're more like party states. These are the places where he would thrive at. Atlanta, a perpetual is always a party or something going on. New York City is a big city, never sleeps, always party, party, party. That's his motto. That's his character. That's his persona. That's who he is. He wants to turn the freak up. And there's something in that he's running from and he's hiding from all these years. It's not just the depravity. It's just the fact that he's been preying on people for years. Or I'm gonna see that I see this person and I can have what I want because this person wants to be famous. Or I'll show you fame and I'll show you what it takes to get this fame. It's gonna take pain and sweat and long nights at a freak off. Ciao.
Ages of these victims. When we talk about the ages of the victims when the conduct occurred, it's shocking. Our youngest victim at the time of the occurrence was 9 years old.
Blood of Jesus.
We have an individual who was 14 years old. We have one who was 15.
Damn.
25 of the 120 individuals who are plaintiffs in these cases were minors at the time of the acts complained of.
Oh my God.
The time frame of the acts complained of is very wide. The conduct at issue spans from the years 1991 all the way till this year, 2024.
Damn, yo.
If you wonder why there are so many alleged victims, that's your answer. We're talking about more than 25 years.
25 years of terror. Poor Biggie Smalls. 25 years of terror. Rest in peace, Tupac as well. 25 years of terror. Rest in peace to what's his name? Yeah, that's it. Craig Mack. 25 years of terror. Shout out to Mace. He's still alive and well. He made it out of there. I'm so glad he walked away. You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace. Just to a lot of people, Black Rob, just people that he had whose lives. This man, here's the thing. Here's the thing that really, really gets me. That really, really, truly, truly fucking grinds my gears. And this is the thing. This man could have had a legacy, and he has children that would have been able to have, everybody else, these other Nepo babies. Not to say that that's what they wanted to be or were going to be, but the way you set things up, you taking care of everything or whatever, they were supposed to be set up. You know what I'm saying? Well, what I'm saying is this. The main point that I'm trying to drive home is that this man could have left a legacy, and a trail of, ways that he assisted his community. He helped out, but he's so fucking selfish and so greedy. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of, and such a gatekeeper. He has been such a fucking gatekeeper over these years. Excuse my language. TikTok, this is entertainment purposes only. Leave me alone. Yeah. So, he could have impacted people's lives in a way where they will look back on his memory fondly of the things that he did. And he left, and instead of leaving all of this degradation in your wake, what you could have did with that knowledge, with that power, with the money, you didn't do that. That's why it's coming back to you. This is I don't know if it's karmic retribution or the devil getting his ass snatched and dragged back to hell, because God said, you done enough damage to my kids. You got to go. So yeah, live life with a purpose to first do no harm. That has nothing to do with just doctors and whatever medical field and stuff like that and lawyers and stuff. I'm talking about how God wants you to interact with those around you and how you impact their lives and affect their lives. Okay? You have to be conscious of these things. And he was not. And he thought he was going to get away. The real get you got you. He thought he was going to get away with this shit forever. Because let me tell you something. If you lead by fear, it's one thing to be a leader. Okay, you can lead by he had the charisma, but he abused that and used it against people. But you can lead like that, but to lead in fear is for somebody to one day try to take your life because they tired of being afraid of you. People going to eventually get tired of being afraid and come out up against you. And 3, you're going to get caught. You know what I'm saying? And the thing of it is, this is a power thing. You know, it's not just. It's so much. It's so many layers to this onion. It's so much that I like. It's so deep. It's so very, very deep because this man got away with this because, like he said, enablers and people that wanted to see these things go down. More depravity all around you. That it says, be careful of the company you keep. And then most likely if that's the company you keep, then you all you got to do is look around at who's surrounding you and who you calling your friends to know what kind of person you are. That's why Drake, Jay-Z, and Beyonce getting dragged like that. You understand what I'm saying? Party, party, party with him, and y'all just ain't know shit. She knows. She knows. Okay? Somebody fucking knew something. And nobody did nothing. So that's the fucking problem. That's why tear the walls of Jericho down. Okay? Is something behind there? Get them up! Get them! Okay? Gotta catch these motherfucking Pokemon. Cat Williams said, that's enough of you big D bandits. Okay?
Of this type of conduct. Now, although most of the victims who have stepped forward were victimized after 2015, this has been going on for a very long time.
Too long.
Now, when you think about the fact that some of this conduct occurred 25 years ago.
Damn, yo.
And you wonder why would it take somebody so long to step forward.
Fear.
I want to remind you that many states in the United States have recognized that it's very difficult for a victim to step forward and to make these types of allegations when something very terrible has happened to them. I'll use New York, the state of New York, as an example. The state of New York has specific statutes in place that revive claims that are even claims that would typically be not able to be brought, that it revives such claims, and they can be brought even 25 to 30 years later.
Wow.
Because there's a recognition there in New York and California and other states that it's very difficult for a victim to come forward. And I would respectfully suggest the only reason many of these people are coming forward because they see other victims coming forward. And it gives them some comfort that, hey, I won't be the only one.
Yeah.
And I expect more victims will come forward. You know, there's an old saying, it says, a lie has great speed, but truth has endurance. The acts complained of in these cases that we're going to file occurred primarily in New York, either Manhattan or the Hamptons, or occurred in California, primarily in Los Angeles, or in Florida, primarily in Miami. Most of these events and incidents occurred at parties, typically after parties,
Diddy
or
parties,
album release parties,
Diddy
New Year's
parties.
Eve parties, 4th of July parties,
puffy parties,
something they called a puppy party, an all-white party.
like a puppy. Whoop, whoop.
Although several of these events occurred
The fuck?
at auditions. Many times, especially young people, want.
Hold on there, sir. Okay. What is a puppy party? You said puppy or puffy? With FFY, with PUFFY. Puppy as in PUPPY. Is that some underage? Oh, Lord. Oh, God help me.
Wanting to break into the industry were coerced into this type of conduct in the promise of being made a star or in the promise of having Sean Combs listen to their tape or even let them read for Sean Combs. You should know that some of this behavior occurred at well-known venues in New York City.
Oh.
Some of this behavior occurred at private residences of people that we all know.
I could believe it.
Some of this
Jennifer Aniston and her pizza parties.
behavior occurred at hotels that we're all familiar with.
Oh, my God.
You should know that more than 55% of the victims filed reported this conduct to either the authorities, that is the police, or to hospitals. We're in the process of...
So you saying there's receipts and evidence?
collecting with our team assistants, medical records, reports that were made to the authorities. And I've already said that some of the individuals in this group did in fact talk to the FBI.
Oh, wow.
You should know that several of the individuals, and when I say several, I mean many, who did in fact seek medical treatment were drug tested and Drugs were found in their system.
Oh my God, there's something going around, right? On TikTok and other places as well. And they're just having like discussions. You could call it conspiracy theory if you want. And because the information has not been has yet to be released, I'm going to say allegedly, right? So allegedly, people are saying that that wasn't baby oil, or at least not baby oil alone. There are things that you can put into, right? First of all, it could be blown through the air. I forget the name of this drug that you can, and it's comes from a plant, and that will make you a zombie and actually have you, whatever person that you with is telling you to do, you have to do it. Now this goes back to excuse me. This goes back to, and it brings up a lot of things. I feel like that baby oil could have had that. It could have had trank in it. You know what I'm saying? Certain things you could take and you could put it into an oil or whatever, and you could put it on the person's skin, and got you. That shit would seep right through their skin and do what it need to do. So, like I said, 1,000 bottles of baby oil. That you don't know. That could have been drugs. He was moving. It could have been anything. This right here, if you have not gone to see it yet, right? I am recommending that you go and check out Blink Twice. I took my mom to see that. And child, I didn't know how crazy that movie was going to be. I wouldn't have took her to see that. You know what I'm saying? But she enjoyed it. She said, "This is crazy." Child, he was in there eating like, what the hell's going on here? But that right there, child, hold on. Let's just keep going.
Weird drugs. Drugs that you probably never heard of. One in particular that continues to pop up is a drug called xylazine or trank, which, based on our research, is known as a horse tranquilizer.
Wow.
Now, there's been a lot of reports that we're filing a class action. This is not a class action. Class action is when one or two people file a case on behalf of a group of people. That's not this. These cases will be individual cases. Each case will live and die on its own merit. These cases will be filed individually, one plaintiff against whoever the defendants were involved in the case.
Wow. Oh, shit. Yo, it's about to go down. Let me tell you something. The evidence for them to do a press conference like this, in this style and this fashion, to have, first of all, these two women up there in a purple abuse, essay colors, because that's what the color purple. This is, this rabbit hole. For him to do a conference like this, they got some serious receipts. They got some serious evidence. This ain't no just your word against mine. They got some fucking proof. Oh my God.
Each case may be filed in one venue like California. Another case may be filed in New York. One case may sue just Sean Combs, but multiple other people. One case may sue a range of people.
Wow.
I would expect most, though, to be filed, as I said, in New York and Los Angeles.
That's crazy.
Now, I know this. Many of you came here thinking or hoping or perhaps believing that I may start naming names.
Don't do that.
Well, that day will come, but it won't be today.
Don't do that, because people already starting to run. Let me tell you something. Yo, y'all see how Kevin Hart, right after, like I could have seen if this was done ahead of time, but this was right after Diddy got taken down. That little ninja, Kevin Hart, and this, I don't have to say allegedly, because it's on. He's doing it. He closed down all of his vegan locations, man. Now, why would a person go? And people were saying it was good too. Why would a person go close down all of their little franchise locations for their vegan restaurant? All of a sudden, out of the blue, what's happening? Like, The only way a person to do that is if they going broke or they trying to just liquidate their assets so they can have some liquidity when they ready to bounce out this fucking bitch. Let me tell you something. You better watch and pay attention to all these people that's stepping down from these. Oh, it all ties in. And a neat little purple bow. Oh my God. Let's keep listening.
Day. The day will come when we will name names other than Sean Combs, and there's a lot of names.
Oh.
It's a long list already.
Ooh-wee.
And of course, I already know who some of these individuals are, but because of the nature of this case,
oh my God,
we're going to make damn sure that we're right before we do that.
I know that's right.
But the names that we're going to name, assuming that our investigators confirm and corroborate what we've been told, are names that will shock you.
I ain't shocked. They coming for you, Oprah. Russell, you think you escaped? They're coming for you guys. They're coming. Ellen. Ashton Kutcher. They coming. Now, Jaguar Wright warned you, and I treat her like she crazy. She is a little bit, she a little touched. But I believe she's seen some shit. And experienced some shit, too. They coming for you. She knows. She knows. She knows. Let's listen.
These are individual cases. There are indeed other perpetrators involved. They will be revealed when that particular individual case is ready to be filed. They already know who they are.
Oh, shit.
I'm talking here about not just the cowardly but complicit bystanders. That is, those people that we know watched this behavior occur and did nothing. I'm talking about the people that participated, encouraged it, egged it on. They know who they are.
You know who you are, and they know who you are too. She knows. She knows. She knows. Let me tell you something. Have you ever seen it go like this? This crazy? This wild? You know what this makes me think? You know what this makes me feel and believe? This makes me think, feel, and believe that this is higher than we can possibly imagine, beyond the reach. Diddy is just a little bit lower on the totem pole. Money, power, respect. Nah, not necessarily. Money, you get enough of it, it gets you access to certain places you wouldn't have access to before. And through that access, you get to be accessible to certain people that may be in positions of power that you didn't have access to before. Doesn't make you powerful just yet. But then you get in these rooms and you charismatic like a Diddy. And you get this access and you befriend these people and they tell you what they do for a living, and they know what you do, and they've seen you around, because this is you going to up to walking up to doors and walls of wealth. You're not quite through the threshold yet, but you got some paper. It got you through the door, so you can have these conversations with these people and get to know certain people. And so you see that door and that wall, or a glass ceiling, if you will, in his case, and you want to go beyond that. But they like, you ain't one of us. Like, real wealth, they look at $1 billion like that shit is a fucking dollar. In order for you to even say anything about, oh, you a billionaire, you got to have more than $1 billion. You're a millionaire, because you have all of these taxes and things that you need to pay. You have all of these properties and things that you need to maintain. That costs money. So you really don't have $1 billion. You're close, but not quite. You know what I'm saying? And so you diddy bopping, you dancing around, and they think that's cool. Oh, he can dance, and then you got these people. You surround yourself with somebody like beautiful, like a Cassie. And look, and I also have this to entice you. You feel like you want to have a little party, a little Diddy party. She'll even let you freak off if you You know what I'm saying? If you let me get access to any, and I get this deal over here and this and and he played that room and he worked that room. And then he got more access to more money through more deals and doing shiesty stuff to the people that he had around him that was beneath him and behind another door that he was gatekeeping from getting to those other people that he was now intermingling with, but they still wouldn't let him beyond that door. You understand? But he did get provided with certain protections because I feel like it goes so fucking hard, so far up the chain that this could possibly be them allowing him to be taken out and dragged up and down and humiliated like this and allow him to get away with, because that was their layer. He was their layer of protection. They're going to get him. And behind all of that, they're not going to see us and what we're doing in our hand, whatever we had to do with it. But the thing of it is, they don't understand that nigga excuse my language, that dude was from Diddy from the streets. So he got all of this footage on them. You feel what I'm saying? He got all of this footage on them that they didn't even know. She knows. She knows. Oh. He knows. He knows. He knows. Oh. And now everybody, and now that footage, in order for him to get his power, because he was never going to amass the wealth that they amassed. They let you get a little high, but they ain't going to let you get too high before they snatch your black ass back down, especially if you black. He said, I'm going to maintain this power. I like this too much. I'm doing whatever the fuck I want. These people know, they see, they heard, they don't care. Ain't nobody stopping me. And each time you get so drunk with that power that you think you have, you go even further and further and further, as far as you can take it, until you hit that ceiling. Somebody block you, like, get your ass, you bringing all of this heat on us and the wicked stuff that we doing. And they let him, but what they didn't know is that was smart. That's a smart dude. He really, if I'm going down, y'all going down too. I got all this footage y'all don't even know about, and whatever the case, he could have had that buried somewhere. You don't know, but he knows, and she knows. She knows. She knows. Okay, so with that being said, and the reason why I laid it out like that is because it's people bigger than Diddy, way bigger than Diddy. That's why they said when they first released this, before this press conference, they said that there's video and stuff being shopped around Hollywood to see who wants to buy it. Like, listen, you want this video, you could get it from me, or whatever the case may be. Before I release this to the feds or whoever I release it to, you could buy it from me. And still, there's still images of somebody doing some freaky deaky stuff that's more high profile than Diddy. Everybody's assuming, that it's Jay-Z. It could be anybody. You know what I'm saying? But he would be one that's like really up there like that. But then so was Kanye. Not to say that, but like I'm saying, when you go high up the food chain, like, there's always going to be somebody that's higher to get, and maybe they're moving in like this to prevent, people from realizing or getting to uncovering the truth that, when you're dealing with sex trafficking, trafficking rings, like, and this is happening, and the world goes on. Everybody's going to school. Everybody's going to work. They worried about their bills, this and this and that. The economy, everybody's talking about that. Meanwhile, these rings have been, being run from, places where, people are impoverished and they need money, and any little bit will make them sell you one of their kids. You know what I'm saying? So, stuff like that. And in order for a blind eye to be turned, you got to know some judges. You got to know some lawyers. It goes so deep. And this is, I don't care about that. Y'all, fuck y'all. This is not no conspiracy theory stuff. This is real talk. Everything from, you know what I'm saying? Them coming to snatch your kids up, talking about, somebody said they was abused, and you never see them again, or you can't get them back. Or why is that? So this shit is a deep, deep rabbit hole. And Diddy is not the first child. Let's listen.
I call them the facilitators of foul play. willing participants in vile conduct.
Yes.
As we identify them, each will be part of this case as defendants. These defendants will not only include individuals, but would also include corporate entities.
You see what I'm saying?
Who ultimately profited off of this culture and behavior.
Oh my God! Didn't I just tell y'all that? But not like what he said. But whatever. That's what I mean. You know what I'm saying? Because it goes high up, and then you meet these people, you get these contacts and these connections. And this one's a lawyer, and this one's a judge, and this one is it starts going off into politics, and it starts going off into politicians, and it going off to look at this Mayor Eric Adams being taken down for his fraudulent behavior, and his brother, whatever the supposed to be child Bishop Whitehead TD, whatever the TD Jakes and them, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. And anyway, I freaking can't stand. I hate Mayor Eric Adams. He didn't do shit for New York City. Him or all his rats and stuff, whatever. He probably brought them shits with him because he's a rat. And anyway, allegedly, yeah. And then these stupid garbage cans that he brung, they so doofy, and it's hardly enough space in New York City as it is. And he got these big, ugly, I'm going to show y'all later. These garbage cans, I hate those fucking garbage cans. Leave the old metal ones with all of the holes, the wire heavy ones, because you just go by and you just throw the garbage in. At least the garbage is getting thrown in there. God damn, these ones, you got to open and touch it. And he is so stupid. Anyway, I'm glad they got him. But yeah, so what I'm saying is, it goes high. And it's all about connections and who you know. It's a lot of gatekeepers. Diddy is not the only one. And this guy, what they saying about Jay-Z, he's not the only one. It's a lot of gatekeepers. You know? What's behind those gates is the question. How about we reveal that and let's find those children, those thousands of immigrants' children or whatever that got missing. Nobody ever talks about it anymore. What happens to all of, yo? Let's go.
I'm looking at banks, pharmaceutical companies, hotels. We know that many of these individuals were paid.
She knows. She knows. We know. Oh.
Paid cash. We know that many of these individuals involved, whether they were the ones being assaulted and abused or they're witnessing other people being assaulted and abused and then paid and threatened and told to leave.
Complicit.
Typically paid 10 grand in cash and told to leave.
Complicit. Okay? Get them all. Okay?
Leave. And then threatened as they were leaving. So in addition to Sean Combs, you should know the defendants in these cases we're going to file will include anyone, of course, who engaged in the assault or exploitation.
Wow.
Anyone who participated in such in any way.
Oh, my God.
Anyone who encouraged or facilitated this conduct. Anyone who was in the room and watched it happen, but made no effort to stop it.
Okay.
Any venue or venue owner who was aware of what was going on, but failed to stop it.
Any venue and any venue owner. So if it was a hotel, because, let me tell y'all something. And I'm not going to give you too much because doesn't matter. Because before this happened, right? I believe it was maybe I don't know if it was 2, 3 months, 4 months, whatever. Something before she came out. Cassie came out with this. I saw her at a hotel. I think I told y'all this before. And child, I think I'm going to save that for a story time. I'm glad she got out. And now I know why she was looking. I'm going to save it for a story time. It's some deep shit right here. But a lot of hotels, that's a venue. You know what I'm saying? Clubs. Whatever he rented out, if it was a yacht or whatever, a lot of people is going to be implicated, boy. When I tell you, this shit is a doozy. This is a monstrous beast right here that's about to be unleashed. You wait and see. And hopefully he don't get the easy route. You know what I'm saying? Like a Epstein. Because okay? It's deep.
Any individual or entity who knew about the conduct and benefited from it, but did nothing to report it or stop it. And any individual or entity who covered it up or helped cover it up. These people who know who they are should just come forward now.
They know.
I would imagine, as we speak here, there are a myriad of people who are very nervous.
Very nervous.
You can't.
I hope they shaking to their core. I hope that they're shaking in their boots. I hope that their jiggly bones are wiggling and jiggling around. Now,
Can't hide skeletons in the closet forever. I would expect there are many people out there right now who are desperately searching their memories as they delete their texts and data.
Oh my God. Not deleting the data. They're deleting the data? Oh, too late for that, buddy. Oh my God.
Now, although these are in fact individual cases, there is a common theme, an MO.
And unfollowing. Pay attention to who's unfollowing whom. Okay? Too late for that now, but pay attention to them socials too and who unfollowing who. Just out of the blue.
Oh, if you will. Typically, the victim is lured into a situation where he or she is given a drink. Typically, that drink, reported by these victims, is apparently laced with something. Once that drink takes effect, the perpetrators perform all kinds of sexual acts on the victims, many times passing him or her around.
Let me tell you something. I'm going to stop it right there. Remember I told y'all to go watch Blink Twice? Zoe Kravitz. I'm going to need you to come to the front of the congregation, baby, if something happened and maybe you're not ready to share, because we don't victim shame and we don't call you out or nothing like that. But that girl has seen some shit. There's no way in freaking heck that you wrote a movie like that. You directed a movie like that. And you didn't see some shit. She knows. That's who really knows. Y'all jumping on Beyonce got their neck. She knows. Okay? Zoe Kravitz knows. And what's so crazy is that when that movie was coming out, I think the movie is brilliant. And I think that it's very brave of her to release that kind of movie. You know, and that's why I feel like the media hasn't, you know, it's getting some attention, but it's so brilliant and brilliantly done that I feel like it should be getting way more attention than what it has gotten. But because of the nature of the film, that it hasn't gotten that level of attention. And then how did this shit come out right when all of this Diddy shit start coming down the pipeline? So she knows. She knows. She knows. She knew. And she put it in a film. And it came out right around these times. And it's, you know what I'm saying? Go back and watch that film. Like I said, it's very brave of her to release something like that, because not just Zoe Kravitz, at a very, very, very young, tender age, I don't know how Lisa child, I wouldn't have let it happen. She let her go and stay with her father. And not to say it's anything wrong with Lenny Kravitz, but nothing like the motherly nurturing. It's just be like that sometimes. And he's a busy man. You know what I'm saying? He got a career and stuff like that. And she said it herself in an article. I wish I would have listened to my mother, because she was trying to protect me. And when I went to live with my father, he wasn't necessarily the point person that I would see and be around every day. He was, you know, I spoke to him and stuff, but he wasn't there. And, you know, she was handled by other people, and she was able to go and do whatever she wanted to do. And that's exactly what she said. And so in stating that, you know, that leads me to believe that she could have been exposed to some stuff, you know, to some grown freaky deaky ass people, whatever, and seen some stuff, you know, that she should never have had to see. And anything could have happened, you know, and and maybe this is her way of coming out and saying, like, listen, you guys got to fucking open your eyes. And if you blink once, you blink twice, you might wake up somewhere with some bruises, not knowing what the hell happened to you, being, you know, partying with some drink, somebody, whatever they gave you, or, you know, just participating in the parties, festivities, eating or whatever, drinking, being merry. And next thing you know, you be done knocked out and they done had their way with you 10 ways from Sunday. And everybody done passed you around, and you wake up with bruises and your lip ripped and you know, black eyes and stuff, and don't know what the hell happened to you, because they done gave you something else to say, oh, this gonna make you feel better. And that's some shit to make you forget what happened to you. Because I believe, with these mad scientists, there's drugs out there like that. And so in saying that, I really am grateful for her bravery for putting a film like that out, because it's so true to life. You got to go see Blink twice. Okay, so enough of me pitching her film or whatever the case may be. But that's some real shit right there. And so, I mean, look what Diddy was doing. Look what Diddy was doing. That shit crazy. Anyway, this shit is wild. But, yeah.
As other people watch and enjoy the show and then leave the victim ashamed, confused, injured, and wondering what happened.
Yep.
When the victim reaches out, he or she is told not to say anything. Sometimes there are threats of physical violence or financial repercussions.
And the two Corys, and y'all sit up there and y'all be on there laughing at that man that had his growth stunted. The same way Michael had his growth stunted. Maybe not the exact same way, because who knows what happened with Michael. But he knew some shit too. And he wasn't afraid to speak up about certain stuff. But and that's why they probably try to put that shit off on him like that. The way about him being a child. Yeah, that's why they did that, trying to cover up their own ass. But the Feldmans, the Corey, the two Corys, the one that was so he couldn't get over it. What they did, he got drugged out, beaten, and done killed himself. I mean, excuse my unalived himself. You know what I'm saying? Because he couldn't take the pressures of what he had gone through. You know what I mean? And so, and then you got this one up there. He's still trying to do his music and stuff like that, but he's stuck in a time warp, and y'all make fun of that, and it's just very sad to see. But at least he still has the courage to continue on, because to see that and go through that and know that your best friend went through that, and you was there, like, sometimes it was just happening to your best friend, and you was wishing, how happy it wasn't happening to you, and it just, you got to hear him talk. That Feldman, that Corey Feldman. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy what they went through. And, people know. And they just ain't say nothing. And they didn't say nothing because they wanted to see it happen. And oh, well, I ain't participating. I'm just watching. That's enough too. That's you're complicit too. And poor Drew Barrymore. You know what I'm saying? She done been through some stuff. And it's so crazy and so sad, how her mother just used to go and party with her and just have her out there like that. And she ended up turning into alcoholic. Poor Drew. They probably could have spiked her drink and had their way with her. You don't know. She was a little girl. How she gonna fight somebody, a child, and nobody adult watching for her, to the point where she's how old was she? 11, 12? Maybe 13, when she said, listen, I need emancipation from this woman. She's abusing me. That's my mother. But she, you know what I'm saying? I'd rather fend for myself and stand on my own than to let this woman use me to get in parties, and people then did whatever to me. And I look at me. I'm a drunk. I need help. And the way I'm going to get help is to get away from this lady. So it's or
bodily harm. The claims we intend to bring will include the following: violent sexual assault or rape, sexual abuse, facilitated sex with a controlled substance,
oh my God,
false imprisonment,
oh my God,
compelling prostitution, sexual misconduct, dissemination of video recordings,
wow,
false imprisonment, sexual abuse of minors.
My God.
Given the large volume of cases, and given our other docket obligations, and given the fact that we want to be sure when we file these cases that they are fully vetted, I expect we'll start filing these cases against Sean Combs and other perpetrators within the next 30 days.
Damn, don't give them a time. Don't give them a time frame, because they're going to try to get away. Oh my God. But anyway, oh my goodness.
Now, it's rare, sexual abuse, sexual exploitation, this type of activity is pervasive in our society, and it's rare we get a chance where we can really focus on this as a country, and really focus on this about how pervasive this is and what we can, as collectively can do about it. So I thought I'd take this opportunity before I go into some of the individual cases and talk about some of the individual claims being made and some of the, so you'll get a sense of what this 120 people group looks like individually. I want to bring forward Carrie Paul. She's a national victim advocate who helps victims who have been victimized by this type of conduct. And she has some important words, and I hope you'll pay close attention. I think it's important that you hear from her.
Hello, I'm Carrie Paul with the National Victim Advocate. It's not easy for any survivor to come forward.
And she's standing there with her purple on. Oh my God, the color purple, child.
Our culture doesn't believe survivors. It blames and questions them. Instead of showing support, many choose to enable abusers. The media runs stories asking why it took so long for survivors to come forward instead of asking what barriers exist. We also don't equip law enforcement with the ability to handle sexual assault crimes.
Well, hold on now. You don't equip them with that, and you should, and not because just to prevent this, but to prevent them from committing these heinous crimes, because there's a lot of people in law enforcement that's doing that as well. So there we go.
Lack of funding translates to lack of training.
Oh, wow.
We have officers in the field that don't know what to say to a rape victim.
They don't know what to say to anybody is the problem. Any victim or anybody. Because anytime you go on a scene and you call to the scene to help somebody and somebody end up in the grave, you know what I'm saying? End up gone off of this earth in the physical, then you got a problem. And if y'all don't got enough funding, then hey, what you gonna do? Because that's crazy. Okay, they need a whole lot more training than that. But let's go.
And also an alarming amount of backlogged, untested rape kits.
Oh man.
Prosecutors are focused on what they can prove in a case, and if so, how to do that at time of trial. Advocates and staff are stretched thin with growing caseloads in the criminal justice system. Most people don't know how the criminal justice works in general.
We sure don't.
There isn't enough staff or resources to adequately explain the entire process to every victim and survivor. Our culture works against victims and survivors every day, and abusers know this. Abusers work themselves into positions of power.
I just said that. I said it. They're in these positions of power. And if you know, they'll be done had some officers come harass you. You know what I'm saying? Especially like, say like if you date somebody in a position of power and you decide that you don't want to be with them no more, don't be surprised if somebody start following you around now. And it's, stalking you. And yeah, it gets deep now. Gets deep.
Building a public image that is trusted and financially large enough to make people look away.
Not only that, they get in positions of status or whatever to get people to look away and people to, look away sometimes because they like, damn, well, it ain't happening to me. Or, if I do say something, this person gonna come after me. Or, they just like, listen, they ain't got nothing to do with me. You know what I'm saying? That's how it be.
Abusers are unfortunately very skilled at power and control, the foundation of abuse. They seek victims who are vulnerable, such as children, their employees,
I said that,
and their intimate partners, all who see a different version than the public does.
The mask. I told you that. I told you. Do not idolize these celebrities, these so-called movie stars, these basketball, football, whatever players. these whatever field that they are in, hockey, tennis, whatever the shit. Okay? Because you don't know them. And all this is Diddy's mask is being revealed. I don't really think he tried to hide it, though. I really think he relished in the fact that, yeah, I'm more powerful than you. I could to do something. He used to be on Power 105, telling Mace, so do something then. Y'all ain't gonna do nothing. When the locks called up there, like, let us go of our publishing or whatever. It was like, he was like, y'all talking. Diddy said, man, y'all talking all this like y'all gonna do something. Like, child.
All who rely on the abuser in some way.
That's called financial abuse.
And for those that do come forward and aren't believed, face questions like, are you sure it happened that way? Were you drinking? What were you wearing?
Whatever, that's crazy, and you do, especially as women, you have to carry yourself a certain way or whatever, or it's not right to have to feel that way. You know what I'm saying? Because you're supposed to be able to walk and, be who you want to be who you are, wear something, especially a person like, say, for me, for example, that has a natural shapely figure. It doesn't matter what I could wear. One day I was going down the street near my home, and this guy was in like a work van or something like that. He called out the window, and I usually have like something tied around my waist, and the reason why I do that is not because, oh, it's just something cute and it's a cute little sweater I have, is because I am doing that to try to alter the shape of my body, and so that when they staring so hard to look at my behind or whatever they looking at, they can't, it's not, necessarily that shape, because I'll tie it in a way where the shirt is not so curved. It's straight, like the type of hoodies I'll be tying around my waist or whatever. It's weird. It's weird that I have to do that. I feel like I have to do that as a woman. It's very sad that we can't. And even as recent as yesterday, I was in a city, and sometimes, the city, you can't always drive around. There's no parking. Take, excuse me, mass transit. And so this man just sitting up there, and I ended up getting out of there and going and take an Uber. But look, so he's playing and blasting, might I add. I don't know what kind of phone he got, but that phone was loud as hell. Child damn. And he was playing porno, and it was just, as you could hear the slapping and all this other crap. I said, this, and then my mind just went to, oh my God, I wanted to scream, but I didn't. I just kept walking fast and clutched my bag. And then I saw this girl, she was leaning up, she was a younger girl. She looked at me and I looked at her, and I got so mad because I saw that, and he was playing that to see, because he wanted them to hear. And I was just furious. I wanted to knock him upside his damn head. Like, what the hell are you doing? But then these people are crazy, so you got to keep going. And I just looked at her, and oh my God. So I kept walking, and I go down a little bit further, and there was some benches to the left of me. The guy that was blasting the music was on a bench to the left. So I had gotten past his bench. And then the next bench was there. And then, there was this Mexican guy. He looked at me and see where the sound was coming and smiling. I said, not fucking funny. I was mad. Oh God. I was like, and then he just got real stiff, and wiped the smile off his face. And then a little further down on the last bench before the stairs, there was this guy, he was a big, burly black guy. And I looked, and he, just hung his head down. And I'm like, this is sick. I don't know what I called him. I said something about pig, man, bitch. I don't know what the hell I said. And I just ran up the stairs or whatever. And I got up out of there, because it's like, it's just crazy. It's like, where is the safety? I'm not ready to tell all of my, story yet, but just where's the safety? You know what I'm saying? Where is it? And where's somebody standing up and saying something? And then nowadays it's so crazy because somebody done took you out of here. If you try to, oh God, it's crazy. I can't.
All of this creates an environment that enables abusers to continue abusing them and future victims.
Sure.
To the survivors that have come forward despite not being believed at some point in time, your courage is like nothing we have seen before. We thank you for coming forward for yourself.
Okay. So guys, I'm about to get out of here. You know, this is traumatizing. And I did one of these yesterday, but I don't like the fact that I'm probably gonna take that down. So I want y'all to tap in, right? Listen to the things I'm saying. I've stated in here. Just check out the story, because I probably take down the other one, and this one, is a lot better. It's more detailed, and I was so tired yesterday and just completely drained and exhausted, especially after that experience I told you I had. But so just tap in, like, comment, share, repost, for sure, repost, follow if you want to, and yeah, because this is crazy. Child, this is a hot mess. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and please watch it to the end. And I thank you so much for your time. And y'all have a good day. Bye.